Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of The Professor's Picks alongside Mr. Ken Golden, the professor himself from the Laser's Edge.
Right. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, good. A few less boxes behind you this week.
Yeah.
Just a few, right?
I'm still saving some stuff for next week.
Okay.
So um, our cup runneth over. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what else is coming in next week. So I figured it'd be pretty good to spread it around. So,
That's not bad.
but yeah, a lot of that stuff from Japan um, made it onto the website. A couple of them I'm not going to mention because we're down to the very end. You may see some surprises when you go to the website. There's some stuff I didn't talk about may
So
still
between
be.
last week and getting that stuff in this week and then talking about it now, some of the stuff is already gone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff. And like I said, you may get lucky. You may find something interesting that I didn't get to mention today.
Cool.
So,
Well,
but you know what today is?
it's record store day, right? Well,
Well,
record
that's
store
tomorrow.
weekend,
That's
but
tomorrow. Yeah. Today's pizza day, man. I'm getting
pizza
pizza
day.
tonight. I'm happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's always a good thing.
Mm.
I haven't had
And
pizza since I went to the Dream Theater show. I'm jonesing. I'm ready.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like three
yeah,
weeks. I'm ready. I don't
yeah.
normally go 3 weeks between pizza, so yeah, it's I'm ready.
I'm with you. So, all right. Let's talk about the new stuff.
Let's do it.
All right. So let's get the one pre-order out of the way. And God help me, I can't pronounce this band's name. Uh, uh, Avchrist. Do you remember how to say their name?
Couldn't tell you. Half-crest. I
Uh,
don't know. Half
Av, Avskervist. Waving at the Sky, coming as a CD and vinyl. Swedish band, very good. I actually kind of like that first album that they put out. Kind of dark progressive rock. Um, it reminds me a little bit of like Anecdote in a way. So this is apparently, I just got like the bio on it. This is a continuation of it's a concept album, it's a continuation of a story that they started on the first album. So Inside Out comes out June 13th.
I think it's
CD,
Crust. It's not
Awk,
B, it's a U. Yeah,
yeah, you're probably right. Awkrust.
yeah. That's the previous album's pretty good.
No, yeah, I liked it. These days it's rare when you get like a debut from a band and you go, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I got one this week that we're going to talk about in a bit. That's pretty outstanding. So, all right, so anyway, this is coming on CD and some color vinyl. I don't remember what the color is, but it'll be a colored vinyl, June 13th from Inside Out.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the regular stuff. So this is part of the shipment that came from Japan. We got in 3 CDs by the Japanese band Asturias. So it's kind of nostalgic for me. I wish I had one to hold up, but Asturias appeared on the cover of my very first mail order catalog back in 1988.
Oh,
That was the album Circle in the Forest. That was their first album, and we've got 3 albums by them, and there's a little story here. So the main guy in the band is his name is Yo Ayama, and back when Asturias started out, he was really into the whole Mike Oldfield thing. Very influenced by Mike Oldfield, kind of like Robert Reed from Magenta. It's got that whole Sanctuary. They're very similar. So the band broke up in 1993, and then they reformed in 2004, and he rebranded them as Acoustic Asturias. And then about 4 years later, he plugged in. He found the power cord, and they became Electric Asturias. So this is In Search of the Soul Trees, and this was an album. Ooh, I should know this. I think it originally came out in 2008, and this was the album. Yeah, as I said, where they plugged in again. This is a new version, and it comes in one of those Japanese mini LP sleeves, and it has a bonus track. It's been remixed and remastered. instrumental, symphonic, progressive. This one still has undercurrents of Mike Oldfield. So if you like, Tubular Bells and Hergest Ridge, Omadon, then, this is right up your alley. But great, great band. So in 2023, he decided to actually brand the bands separately. So this one is called Dimensions, and this is electric Asturias, fully plugged in. It's very different. It's a completely different lineup from acoustic Asturias, and there is a violinist in the band, as well as guitar. He's concentrating on bass, his keyboards. It's great symphonic prog. Just there's you still hear little remnants of that Oldfield thing, but they're just really kind of doing their own thing. Great album. And I love the cover. I think the cover's really cool. So the complement to that, which is this one came out, Electric Asturias, called Dimensions. That one came out in 2023. 2024, we got Acoustic Asturias, and it's called Somewhere Not Here. And that's a completely different animal. It's almost like classical music in a sense. A lot of strings. I think there's cello, and it's beautiful stuff. Very intricate, but completely unplugged. He's calling it chamber prog. So okay, I'll go with that. But it's not like Dark and Evil like Universe Zero or anything like that. So there's that. Now we go to Italy. Benthos, From Nothing. Did you get that one?
Yeah, I haven't listened to it, but I have it here.
Yeah, very good Italian prog metal. But yeah, kind of.
Oh, there's some extreme vocals on it.
Yeah, it's like a mix. It's like a mix, clean and coarse vocals. Pretty heavy, but quite nice. All right, now we're going back to Japan. We're going to be bouncing all over the world today. Bondage Fruit 7. I haven't heard these guys in a long time. They used to be very much like a Zool kind of magma-esque band. This is not like that at all. This is really refined, really, really good jazz rock. You hear a bit of Mahavishnu Orchestra. I'm looking at my notes because I listened to this today, and it's just like a really good balance between guitar and violin. And the heavy parts are the parts that kind of remind me of Mahavishnu. It's very intricate. There's some nice vibes work, percussion, hand percussion. It's really, really cool. So
I always thought their old stuff was kind of like a cross between Mahavishnu, like the early stuff, and a little bit of early 70s King Crimson at times.
Yeah, I get it. It's for me, I remember them being kind of like crazed, very magma-esque, but this is not that at all. But very, very good. It's a very good jazz rock album to me. Next, the new one from Epica, A Spiral. So Epica started out as the spinoff from After Forever, one of the original gothic metal bands that came out of the Netherlands. Simone Simmons, vocalist, great band. Beauty and the Beast metal, still, but they've really kind of toned down over the years. They've toned down the Beast. He's still there, but it's more about her, and in terms of the vocals, they're a great band.
Yeah, great arrangements. It's very prog metal in spots. Set one of those aside for me.
Yeah, this is the CD Blu-ray version. It's the only version we're going to carry besides the vinyl. This comes with a bonus Blu-ray with a live show. So it's kind of cool, but it's very reasonably priced. I think it's $16 for a CD Blu-ray.
16. I'm looking at it here.
Yeah, I'll save you. I'll make sure I save you one. Okay, now we're going to Florida. The new one from Glass Hammer, Roge.
Think about that. Now we're going to Florida and we're talking about Glass Hammer. We wouldn't have done that a decade ago, right?
That's right. No, we would not have.
Chattanooga no more, right?
No, that's right. Don't tell anybody. So So Steve Babb, I believe Fred's on this album. I haven't cracked open the copy yet. I've been listening to the sound files, and you know, the sound of Glass Hammer changes these days. Still symphonic, progressive, little maybe get a little dose of space rock, but always creative, always progressive, always Glass Hammer. So yeah, it was on pre-order for quite some time, and now it's not. So we're shipping them. Heromi out there. Yeah, great.
George's favorite.
Yeah, he's really got a crush on her, right?
He's a huge Hiromi fan.
Oh yeah. I think he's got a little I think he's got a little stuffed doll of her and tucked away in the corner. Or a real doll. Maybe got one of those real dolls with her, you know. And uh yeah, I mean it's from if you're unfamiliar with her, she's an extraordinary Japanese keyboardist, not just a pianist. I mean, she does play electric keyboards. She has Hadrian Farad on bass on this album, and I kind of wish she'd bring back the guitar, but yeah. So I think she's calling this version of the band. This may be Hiromi's Sonic Bloom or Sonic Rendezvous, I forget. But I mean, the actual CD just Hiromi out there. Very sophisticated, refined fusion. I mean, her keyboard, I mean, everybody, all the playing on it is great, but her keyboards are just phenomenal. So
yeah, she's extremely talented.
So staying with the Japanese theme and staying with keyboards, your mileage may vary on this one. I mentioned it last week. We're down to the end of them. I have two versions of keyboard prints in stock. The name of the album is Apocalypse. I have a CD and I have a deluxe CD DVD version. So Keyboard Prince is a two-man band. It's Toshio Agawa and Yuki from the Japanese metal band Galneris. And these guys, they just shred away. The two guys go back and forth, a lot of dueling keyboards. There you go.
Speaking of,
you a fan of Galneris?
George hooked me up with two of their albums, and they're both really good.
Yeah, I know he loves them.
Yeah.
So Toshiagawa is the keyboard player from Gerard, which were very ELP-ish and made some great prog albums. And I'm pretty sure I saw them play, but I could be wrong. But I think I did see them play. Maybe they played at Prog Fest. Maybe I don't remember. But yeah, they and so like I said, it's just these two guys that they're doing the percussion, they're doing everything, and man, it's just ridiculous blazing keyboards. So we put this up a little earlier in the week, and they're not cheap, and it has not deterred anyone. So we don't have too many left. If they're there,
get them while they're here.
Get them. If you see them on the website, they won't be there tomorrow. So if you see them today,
they're there right now. I'm looking at
right,
it. Of course,
right.
we record this on Thursday, so
yeah. So come Friday. I don't know. Like I said, the deluxe version it's pretty pricey, but it is what it is. And actually, the truth is, our price on it is really good. So, excuse me. Next thing. This is a Japanese band, Kumarigahara, and I sold their latest album a couple of years ago, and it was very heavy prog with Crimson, Anecdote influences, a lot of Mellotron, really crushing guitar, Japanese vocals. So we restocked it. Those sold out already this week, but we brought in Speak Alone, Laugh Alone, which is their first album. And I'm looking away because I'm looking at my notes. And it's weird. They call themselves progressive hard folk. I don't really hear the folk in there, but it's somewhere it's kind of an odd mix of like King Crimson meets Deep Purple, and Japanese vocals. So this was, yeah, this originally came out, I think it was in 2016, and this was a new edition. Very, very difficult to locate these CDs because they're privately released.
Hmm.
So again, we don't have a lot left of these. I have enough to mention it. So I on any of this Japanese stuff, don't sleep on this stuff because they were expensive to bring in, and so I went very, very carefully on the quantities that I brought in. So all right, next, George's favorite band on the planet, Panzer Ballet, Uber Code Uvra. So Jan Zerfeld, the guitarist, uh, jazz metal, Japanese, German jazz metal band. And as George says in his video, at this point, he's basically become the band. And he brings in like a revolving cast. He's got all these different drummers. He's got Virgil Donati, Marco Miniman, Morgan Ogren, some other people. He has Jem Majura playing guitar on this album. Uh, I've seen them play live. They're a phenomenal band. There's one thing with this album. There's a lot of covers on this album, but yeah, there's this one maybe more than most, and they cover Meshuggah, they cover Beethoven, Vivaldi, Ligeti. Uh, they're cover tunes, but he Panzer Ballets them. I mean,
yep.
I mean,
Usually a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I believe that if I remember correctly, there are some vocals on here also, right? Did
I
you?
think yeah, I haven't heard it yet. No.
He usually puts like one or two
Those do,
songs, some vocals on it. All right, so this one that we're going to talk about, this one is kind of like a big deal now, and this is the one I was sort of alluding to before. Jacob Roberge, The Passing. So I started hearing about this album about 2 months ago. And Jacob Roberge, he's a young multi-instrumentalist from Quebec. I think he was competed on, sort of like a Canada's Got Talent kind of a show, or Canadian Idol type show. And so very young guy, but man, this album's really impressive. I mean, I started hearing like people were saying this guy's the next Neil Morse. Um, who knows? I don't even know what that really means these days. Does that mean he'll appear in 10 different bands? I don't know. But the music has like this very cinematic feel to it, and I hear a little bit of like Pink Floyd, like "Wish You Were Here," Pink Floyd. Some really great guitar work. He's not the guitarist on the album, I don't believe. The guy who produced the album along with him. I have to pull up.
William Gabori played guitar,
Yeah, and
bass.
very, very nice. Really, some real heavy parts, but plays with like real fluidity. Some really nice runs, really nice soloing. It's it's a very hard album to describe. I'm doing a really bad job of it too. It's, as I said, it's got this real epic feel to it, and it starts out with some shorter pieces, 6-7 minute pieces, and then you get to the 32-minute title track, which is like fucking unbelievable. And it's a concept piece about going through the 5 stages of grief, and the guy's Jacob has a phenomenal voice. It's very emotional. He conveys it very, very well. And you just, when this thing's over, it's nothing short of impressive. I mean, it's just like, wow, what did I just listen to, And if you watch go on YouTube, watch any of the reviews or read any of the reviews, Sea of Tranquility, I know.
Yeah, I remember when Jose reviewed this, I was like, he gave it a really high rating, and I'd never even heard of this guy before. So yeah.
Well, already people are saying this is like album of the year. I've even had guys saying this is album of the decade. So it this is the buy or die of the week. So, or at least one of them. And I highly recommend Jacob's. I highly recommend Jacob's album, The Passage. It's not going to be for everybody. You know, it's not a prog metal album. It's more of a symphonic prog album. There's some, like I said, some really nice heavy guitar on parts on the album, but just yeah, it's really cool album. I like it a lot. Next, Sons of Ra, Standard Deviation. This is our release on our Free Electric Sound label. You can see I'm wearing one of the T-shirts. Everybody can see it backwards. Standard Deviation. Band is from Chicago. They're a trio, and it's guitar, bass, and drums. And Keith Wakefield, the bass player, he doubles on sax. About not quite half of the album, maybe a third of the album are covers of jazz standards. You get some John Coltrane on here, Carla Bly. I forget who else is on.
Don Ellis.
Don Ellis, yeah, Don Ellis. I think those are the covers, and the rest is all original tunes. But again, they do their own interpretation. So, you know, and you gave it a nice review. I appreciate it. Thank you. And
if you click on the card for this on the Laser's Edge website, you'll see my mug sitting right there with the link to for those of
you watch it.
So,
while you're ordering it and putting it in your cart, you can watch Pete's video.
Yeah.
So,
6 minutes.
So, and you know, these guys play around a lot. So they play around Chicago.
They're playing at Chicago this weekend, right? I think
yeah, they have an album release party tomorrow, I believe.
It's tomorrow. Okay, so and Louis Nasser is going to be there. I'm not sure if George is going, but if you want to go meet Louis, he'll be there Friday night. So
yeah. So yeah.
Reggie's.
And yeah. So if you're in the Chicago area, definitely go see him. I'm guessing Reggie's. I don't know.
Yeah, Reggie's. Yep.
Yep. So I've seen they came and played in Philly back in December. Pretty hot stuff, man. Eric's a hell of a guitar player, and they tear it up. And I think they're going to be playing at Orion at some point. Get to try and work it out, playing Baltimore. So please support Sons of Ra, Standard Deviation. Next, we got Back to Japan. I haven't cracked this open yet. Yonembayashi, One Stuff Festival, 1974. Do you remember Yonembayashi, Pete? Were you ever on board with them? Japanese band from the early 70s. They were around throughout the 70s, and they were one of those bands where their sound kind of evolved over the years. And 1974, they made a killer album called Ishoku Shikahatsu. And people will recognize, see the cover, they'll remember it because it's big painting of a tree sloth hanging upside down from a branch. It's kind of cool. And so this is a previously unknown to exist live recording from a festival, from the One Step Festival. And at this point in time, there was a very heavy Pink Floyd influence in what they were doing. So it seems that, from my understanding, there was a version of this that came out years ago that was taken from an audience recording. This is not that. They found the soundboards from the festival, and this is the complete show taken from the board. And they do a cover of Cymbeline, and there's a song on here called "My Little Brother Got on a Flying Saucer." So if that doesn't if that doesn't tell you what this is about. So they were a good band. They had a lot of good albums in the 70s. Golden Picnics was a really good one. Printed Jelly was a weird one. They got really into electronics in the late 70s and stuff. But yeah, this is a previously unknown to exist soundboard from 1974. We only got one restock this week of particular note. Dominic Sanderson, Blazing Revelations, the British multi-instrumentalist. Great album for anybody into Canterbury. You got to hear this album. It's fantastic. We had it, sold through it right away. Just got it back in. Yeah, it's Great stuff. You know what I didn't, put up? We just got in some copies of Neil Ardley, Symphony of the Amaranths. I know I put that up this morning and I didn't make a little JPEG. So if you're into like British jazz, big band, British jazz rock. So John Heisman on drums, good stuff. Anyway, so I'll stick it on the list so people will see it, but it's not. I don't have a little JPEG for it. All right, well, let's knock out the vinyl and then we're done. Epica on double album on red and gold vinyl. I don't know if that means they just call it red gold. I don't know if it means disc 1 is red, disc 2 is gold, or if it's some sort of weird marble effect. Next thing, Chris Heron, Hiding in Plain Sight. Oh, got the copies here. So we released Chris's album, Chris from Tiles. This was a solo album, Hiding in Plain Sight. We released the CD already, and we licensed the vinyl out to a new company out of the Netherlands called Leftoverture Records, and they are putting it out tomorrow, actually for Record Store Day. It's a Record Store Day release for Europe, and because they're a new company, they're in the process of setting up distribution. They asked if we would carry it, and happy to carry it, of course. It is technically a Record Store Day release, but for Europe. So yeah, so we have stock, and we're shipping. Oh, I should mention it has 4 bonus tracks that are not on the CD. Next, Mesa, The Spin. Remember this band? I remember we talked about it when the studio album came out. The CD's been delayed for some reason. I don't have the CD. I just have the vinyl. Hopefully the CD will show up next week. I don't know. So they're actually, they moved over to Metal Blade. They were on Spart, if I remember, but now on Metal Blade. Very, very interesting band. Great female vocalist. Kind of, I guess I would call it, to broadly speak, doom metal, because there's a sort of a doomy aspect. But there are other things that going on.
Not really metal. It's like it is doomy, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like atmospheric, spacey prog with doom
Yeah.
elements. It's really hard to describe. And their last album is very good.
Yeah, there's even like jazz element.
Yeah, there is, because they got like some horns and stuff going on.
Yeah, it's very, they're really kind of, they're on a different wavelength than the other bands on Metal Blade. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's for sure. It was a good home for them. So, but
yeah, well, hopefully they'll get, maybe they'll even come over here, so maybe Metal Blade will put some money behind them. And yeah, so very good. And at the moment, we just have the vinyl, white vinyl, and I'm hoping for the CD. I asked the Orchard, and they said they don't have it yet. So I haven't bugged my buddies at Metal Blade to find out what's going on. But when we have it, you'll have it, and I recommend it. Next one. It's a good story with this one. Moundrag, Hit Sunk Mandragas. And I got to hold up the cover for this thing, so you could. It's got that big crazy chicken on the cover, a rooster on the cover. So this is an album that kind of totally slipped past me. This album came out in 2022, vinyl only, 2 brothers, and one playing drums, and the other playing keyboards. And they go, I gotta pull this up. They use crazy names. So what do they call themselves? Let me see. Let me find this. Come on, guys. They call themselves Organ Fury and Dr. Mad Drum. So there's no guitar on the album. It's just heavy. The 2 brothers, 2 young French guys. The keyboard player, Camille, he plays Hammond organ, mellotron, piano, and Moog synthesizer. The drummer, his brother Colin, plays drums, tubular bells, timpani gongs, and assorted percussion. It's reference point. ELP is an obvious reference point, but very much like Atomic Rooster, um, Catermass, maybe, it's more John Lord. There's a lot of like John Lord in here and Vincent Crane that it is Keith Emerson, but you got some Keith Emerson in there too, and it's got a sidelong track. It's got a 21 minute 5-part suite. It's crazy stuff. I stumbled on the album. I bought a copy for myself. I was like, damn, I could sell this. This is really good. And I tracked down copies. So this is the black vinyl edition. They only made 100 in black vinyl. And go figure. To me, I always say black sounds the best. So the version that sounds the best is the one they press the least of. And these are numbered. And you would love this record. Vocals are okay. They're fun. But man, the pyrotechnics on this thing, these guys go crazy. If you click on the website, you can watch a YouTube video, a live YouTube video. It's about 25 minutes long of the two brothers playing live. They're crazy, man. It's absolutely wild.
I'm trying to look for it right now. What's the name of it again?
Mandragas, Moundrag. I'm sorry, Mondrag is the name of the album. Yeah, it's the name of the band. Hic Sunt Mondragas is the name of the album. Can you find it?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool.
And you see there's a live video there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But man, he's like the two of them, they're going at it.
That was hilarious. He's got the glasses and the hair. He's like,
and the thing that's crazy is that it was recorded live for KEXP in 2019. It's like, who the hell knew who they were? They didn't even have an album out then. So, I mean, like if they ever came here, I didn't know about it. So pretty cool. And yes, we got a nice little quantity of them. And as I said, it's vinyl only. So, and then I assume they're due for a new album. And the last vinyl that we have for the week is Svart reissued Wigwam's, the Finnish band Wigwam, their first album, Hard and Horny. So that's what I got so far this week.
got Haken coming up soon, right?
Yes, Haken is May, I believe.
Yeah. I got the Cosmic Cathedral and the Haken vinyl promos that they sent me. So they just showed up yesterday or 2 days ago. So I'm just kind of.
It's nice. They don't send them to me.
You don't do videos like I do.
No, but I sell more copies than you do.
Yes, you do. So I'll be for folks watching, I'll be reviewing those as we get a little bit closer to street date. So probably they both launched early May, so probably in the next 2 weeks or so, probably right after Easter, I would think.
Yeah, Ken gets files. So yeah, we got actually no, we're gonna turn DNA Liquors is calling me. I think that's real call. That's funny. The April 25th is Cosmic Cathedral.
Oh, it is. Okay.
That's coming up.
That's first.
And we got Flower Kings May 2nd.
Yes.
And Jim has informed me that Haken is May 9th. So yes.
Okay.
And we don't have, I mentioned Benthos. We don't have the vinyl yet. So the vinyl's been delayed a little.
No, I will push Ben. So since Benthos is already releasing, I'll push that up in my little stack of stuff here because that's got to get to that one first.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so that's the sequence: Cosmic Cathedral, Flower Kings, then Haken, and all on order. We're just waiting for them to arrive.
And I think you showed this last week, right? Smith Cosmic.
Yes. Yeah. You bought one from me, man.
Yeah.
So how do I get rid of? I don't know why I'm still showing Wigwam because I closed the app, but anyway, everybody's still seeing Wigwam. Let's see. No, there it is. I'll get rid of it. That's what I got this week. So next week, I don't know what's going to be next week. I don't know.
See.
But we'll work on it. It's always something. You know what I have? I got a bunch, some more Japanese stuff, some more new Japanese bands, and some reissues, mini LP reissues of stuff. So, but we got too much stuff up there now. So guys, just please, just make room. Please clear out some of this stuff. Help me out. I need help. I still haven't I haven't heard from my accountant yet, so it's not the 15th yet. So please do me a
And you are
favor.
holding on to too much inventory. It's like, oh, okay.
I got too much. The stock market is crashing. You know, the world is coming to an end. Please help me out.
And people need to buy more CDs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not certificate of deposit, but
Right. Exactly. Yes. Compact discs and
that's
vinyl.
right.
Yes.
That's right. And
Cool.
that's yeah,
All right.
yeah. All right.
Well, as always, we will have down below lasercd.com. I'll have all of the entire list that Ken showed today pinned down there in the top comments. So just go down there, copy and paste. Very easy to do that. And when you go over to lasercd.com, please don't forget to
Oh, buy a lot, buy often, buy extra often and extra a lot.
there you go. Yes. I see people posting that in the comments now. So people are getting it. They're getting it.
Well, yeah.
After a bunch of years, they should at this point, right? So
Maybe I should start making t-shirts.
yes. Laser's Edge, buy lots, buy a lot, buy a lot, buy often.
Would anybody buy I never made t-shirts for
Never.
years. So I don't know if anybody would ever buy Laser's Edge t-shirts.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought about it over the years, but I never did.
Hardly anybody buys Sea of Tranquility shirts, but they do occasionally. But yeah,
Well,
we've got like 20 something different designs, and people buy like mainly three of them.
you know what I did make many years ago? I doubt it fits me. I'm sure it doesn't fit me. I think there are five in the world. We made Laser's Edge jackets, really beautiful jackets. With the backs were like embroidered. They were like what do you call them? Like a football jacket. You know what I mean? Sort of like like
Yeah.
you wear at a stadium, and with a big ornate thing on the back. It was pretty cool. I made five of them. They cost a fortune,
Yeah.
and anybody
Did you
wanted
sell them, or
them.
was it just for like friends and family?
It was. I remember Sterling Smith from the Load wanted one. I think Scott McGill might have gotten one. It's like if anybody wanted one, you had to prepay for it. And the minimum run was like five, and I made five of these things. Oh, they were stupidly expensive, and
Yeah,
I,
I did.
I think I have mine hiding in my coat closet. If it doesn't fit me, I don't know, Pete. It might be coming your way. I don't know.
Probably fits me.
It
Right?
might fit you. What are you, an XL?
No, I'm a large, but I just lost 13 pounds.
Good.
So I'm, large might be big on me soon. So we'll see. But
You
yeah, I've
lost
been a
13.
large for years. Yeah.
You lost 13 pounds. What's
Lost
wrong?
13 pounds. Nothing. Just
What's wrong?
eating better, drinking less, and working out like crazy. So
Well, good. No,
yeah,
good for you. I wish I could say the same.
well, I'm on a mission. So
Good.
need to get back in shape. So I'm working
All
on
right.
it.
All right. Yeah. Have the beach bod. There you go.
Yeah, right. I'll be here before you know it. So gotta look good for the pool, right?
There you go.
All
Yeah.
right, that's a wrap, everybody. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posted. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, like I mentioned, everything will be posted down below in the comments section. So happy shopping, and we'll see you next week here on the Professor's Picks and with more stuff. So for Ken Golden, I'm Pete Pardo. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Jamie Laswell and the review crew, and I will be ranking the albums of Riot on Sunday. So 17 albums, folks. So the ranking the album show with Zebra is being postponed for a week or two or three. Lynn's been really sick, so we're gonna move that up a little bit. So I am jumping into the enormous Riot catalog on just a couple days notice, and but I'll make it happen. So I'll make it happen.
Very
So
good.
so thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.